All right, welcome everybody. Today's going to be our part 2 of our R1 build series. Today we're going to be doing a simple installation. We're going to be doing a Puig. I think I pronounced that right. It's going to be the blacked out windscreen. We're going to be removing this clear one, replacing it with this guy right here. So pretty easy installation. I'm going to walk you guys through it. Okay. So the tools that we're going to need today is we're going to need a 10mm socket. We're going to need a 4mm Allen, a 5mm Allen, and a T20 torque. First things first, we're going to start. There's going to be 4 of these T20 torques here, bolts. We're going to remove all 4 of those. Make sure you hold on to these rubber grommets here. Okay, so make sure you hold on to those rubber grommets. All right, so these are pretty easy to take off. When you pull them off, it's just going to come with the T20 bolt and then a little plastic washer. Doing the first 2 on the left. Move over to the right. Hope everyone's having a good day today. It's beautiful weather. I'm hoping to get this windscreen installed and then take this baby out for a rip. It's about sunny and 75, so it's perfect weather for riding. So hold on to these screws or these bolts because we're going to be using them again. All right, next step is we're going to be moving this left side of the dash. So we got a pop clip there. We got a Allen there. And that looks like it to pop it out. And then we got the same thing on the other side. So we're going to take our 4mm Allen. Come in right here. Hold on to that bolt. And our pop pin right up here. Just go ahead and take your screwdriver, push that in, and it should come right out. All right. Now on here, there should be a little rubber piece that you feel, and you just pull it back and out. A little bit of a pain. Just wiggle with it a little bit. And there she goes. All right. A little bit of a pain, but you just got to wiggle your way out. All right, so that's the left side. Let's do the same thing on the right. Bring you around. Same thing here, 4mm Allen. Our pop pin. Might have to manipulate the bars a little bit. Get you guys a better look here. There we go, that's much better. All right, that'll pop up. Same situation here. Get that one out. A little bit of a pain in the butt. And we'll get her out. You just don't want to break it. That'll be a bad day. There we go. So you look at the way these things are here. So they hook down. So try and push up to try and get them out of there. All right, we'll go on to the next step. All right, now that we took off that piece, we do have the harness for the wiring on the left mirror. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect that. Just lift it up, pull it, comes out nice and easy. And there's gonna be 2 bolts for the mirror. It's gonna be one up here, one up here. And these are gonna be 10 millimeter. So let's go ahead and grab our socket. Let's loosen these bad boys up. It's kind of annoying that you have to go through all this just to take off the windscreen, but it's always worth it in the end. So make sure you hold on to these nuts. We're gonna need these. We need this hardware again. There we go. It's gonna pull out. Just go ahead and pull your mirror out. It's gonna be held on by this little black clip. So you're gonna have to undo this clip real quick. Pull your wiring through. Pull it out the bike, just like that. Let's go to the other side and do the same exact thing. All right, we're on the right side now. So we got the 2 mirror bolts as well as the wiring for the right mirror. This one's gonna be black in color, black connector. So go ahead and pick that up. Hopefully you guys can see. Pull that out. There's a little clip that's holding the wiring together. Pop that off. We'll go attack the bolts now. One on top. Loosen that up. One on the bottom. Yeah, UPS truck's here. What's that, brother? Yeah, you can throw it right in the garage. You need a signature? No? Okay. Appreciate it. UPS is here. We got a little dirt bike kit in that we're going to be building, so pretty sweet. No signature? Oh, it does? All right. All right, and the mirror's off. It's time for this UPS package. I'll be right back. All right, we're still on the right side here. There's one more bolt on this side and one more bolt on the left side we got to take out. It's going to be this one right here. Right over here. And it's going to be the last one holding the windshield and the front fairing on. This is going to be a 5 millimeter. Go ahead and spin her out. that's done, let's go over to the left side. Just keep manipulating your bars. Okay, right over here. Same thing here. They did put a good amount of Loctite on these from the factory, so they are a little bit challenging. But once you get them going, shouldn't be too bad. I recommend using I can't use my T-Allen because it's too big, so recommend using the smallest one you have. All right, it's out. Just gonna take off this fairing. There is one more bolt in there that we gotta get off. So this should just pop out like that. Nice and easy. There we go. All right. It looks like this is going to be our last bolt we have here. Looks like it's going to be a 5mm. Oh, it's going to be a 4mm. Unscrew that one. There we go. Head over to the other side. Same situation here. Pop this off. I hate these. I get so nervous with them. But you gotta be patient. Good to go. 4mm right here. Oh, let me rotate those bars so you guys can see. All right. So then we're just gonna have to pop this out. There you go. One on the right. Pop that out. And you should be able to just lift up. Slide her out. There she is. So these grommets right here, just make sure you keep them. We're gonna go ahead and take those out. We're gonna put the new windscreen in. Make sure these are attached. Of course, my phone died, so we're back here. So what we're gonna do here is once you get this windscreen off, there's gonna be 4 of those rubber grommets. Go ahead and pop them off. You're gonna take your fairing here, and you're gonna install the grommets facing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. You put them on your windscreen, then you're gonna mount your windscreen on your fairing. You're gonna take your torque screws, put them in, tighten them up. Okay. Now we're gonna go over to the front end. Okay. Next step is we just have to install this fairing with the windscreen back on the bike. So just keep in mind, you just have to line up these inserts to the bike. I like starting with the bottom ones first. Get those in there. everything should line up pretty good. Okay. Make sure it's in there. That one came through. All right. Cool. All right, next step. Come over to the left side of the bike. We're going to fish for that 4mm bolt. It's going to be this guy right here. We're going to get our 4mm Allen. Make sure that's lined up. Tighten it down. Next step, we're going to get this piece of plastic that we took off. Just go ahead and, same thing, just line up the inserts. I like to start with this one. Turn that. Start with this big one right in here. Once you get that one in, you can pop. Then I like to pop these back ones in. Okay, in the front. There we go. All right. Make sure she's snug. Now that we got this snapped on in, we're gonna go ahead and grab the 5mm with the Loctite on it, and we're gonna slide her in right here. Hope you guys can see that. Let's get it a little closer. It's gonna go in right here. Make sure you tighten this and you snug it. There was Loctite on it. There's a reason there was. This holds the whole front end in. There's my mother. Okay. Once that one is snug, make sure you don't break the bolt and over tighten it. Get our 4mm. I'm gonna grab that black screw that we had, and we're gonna feed it right in there. I already put it in there just to hold it, but actually, sorry about that. Do not put this in yet, because I skipped a step. We're gonna put this in first. This is the first thing that we took out. So just go ahead and take a look at these and look at your bike, and it's pretty self-explanatory how to get it in. All right, there we go. Now we take that black bolt, put it in right there, tighten it up. All right, that's in. And the last thing we got to put in is that pop clip up here, or the pop pin, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so just to go over how these go in again. So what I do is I kind of separate them like this, put them in the bike, and I push it flush. All right, so we have that all installed. The last thing we have to do is just secure the mirror. So those 2 black bolts that you had, push your mirror all the way in, thread those here, make them snug with your fingers. Okay, and grab your socket, 10 millimeter. Go ahead and tighten those mirrors down. 1. 2. Mirror's nice and tight. We'll go over to the other side. We're just doing the same thing on the right side that we did on the left. You're going to take that Loctite bolt. You're going to feed it through here. You're going to go ahead and make sure that that's super tight. Okay. Next, you're going to grab that other silver 4 millimeter bolt. You're going to feed it in here. This sometimes is a pain. This took me a little bit to get. You got to make sure that it's properly lined up so that it goes in there. There we go. All right, next step. I'm gonna grab this plastic piece, just take a look at the grooves. Like I said, this is gonna snap in first, like so. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera, just trying to take a look here. Okay, got that in. That in. Front's in. Just double check. Yeah, that's in there. All right. Our next step is we're going to go to this piece, the initial piece that we took off. We're going to insert this first. So just take a look at the grooves, and that's the way it goes in. Same way it came out. There you go. Go ahead and grab your black 4 millimeter screw. Feed that in there. Okay, pop clip, push it up, put it in up front, seat it in, push it flush. There we go. All right, and last step here, make sure your mirror's in, grab your 2 10 millimeter bolts, screw them in, hand tight them. There we go. Grab your ratchet, ratchet these down. Say hello, honey. The wife and the kids. Say hi, kiddos. Say hi.
Hi.
Tighten these down. All right. Looks like we are done. Let's make sure that these turn signals work and we'll get a look at it. All right, install is complete. My boy Carter here is going to start her up. We're going to get a look at it. Go ahead, buddy.